Hello everybody, lovely to see you again. We are doing an SRT clearing on twin flames, soulmates, flame mates, anything that falls into that category. Set your intention to receive the benefits from this. And I have a book open this time on this. It's the Soul Recreation book, which is by the founder of the system, Robert E. Gettr. And here you'll find a lot of information on twin flames and flame mates. And it's not really as a lot of the New Age people talk about it being. There are elements of similarities, but I will give you more information and you can make up your own mind. But for me, what Robert Gettr downloaded was feels it resonates with me. So if it resonates for you, wonderful. Anyway, set your intention to receive the benefits and let's get stuck in. Here we go again. Here we go again. Right, okay. So I'm working with the God team once again and helping you lovely people out. And so it's blocks really to twin flames, soulmates, anything that needs clearing in connection to twin flames, soulmates, flame mates in general. 0 positive, 100 negative. So again, there's work to do here. And we're looking at Holy Spirit consciousness level. So I'm just going to ask the God team that's working with me to do the initial clearing on this for everybody's highest good. Raising up to 100 positive down to 0 negative. And all the way up from Holy Spirit consciousness, all the way up to a minimum of radiant love, new paradigm level of consciousness. And as it's doing that, I can begin talking about twin flames and so on. So this is taken directly from his book, their Soul Recreation by Robert E. Gettr. A soul is a flame that is formed of and comes from God's energy. This flame is shaped something like a flower with 1 to 9 parts or petals. Each petal is both male and female elements. Combinations of male-female elements are referred to as twin flames. There can be 1 to 9 male-female soul combinations in the flame or soul family. Thus, someone who belongs to a 9-petal flame with 2 souls per petal has 8 other petals with male-female combinations. These male-female combinations are each a set of twin flames. When twin flames incarnate separately, each part is a complete soul. Therefore, I shall refer to each male part and each female part, regardless of being in or out of the physical body, as a soul. Thus, there can be 18 individual souls in a 9-petal flame when there are 2 souls, 1 male and 1 female per petal. Every male and every female in a multi-petaled flame is a flame mate to every other male and female, regardless of how many petals there are in the flame. If you are in a 9-petal flame and each petal consists of 2 souls, you have 17 flame mates. However, only the flame mate in your particular petal is your male or female counterpart, your twin flame. And there's a lovely diagram there. I'm going to see if I can put this off while this is clearing away. Can you see the diagrams there when we're talking about? It's back to front, I'm afraid. Sorry about that. So over here we've got female, male, twin flames. Then we have the female, male, twin flames, flame families, it says. Here, flame family, which is the big circular, male and female, and then twin flames again. And then we go on to some other things over here of female, twin flames, male, and each division soul has 8 twin flames, 9 divisions maximum. So it gets a lot more complex, and we're talking about over souls as well. But let's crack on with this. This is still clearing away. So again, for example, there are 6 petals in my flame, each consisting of a set of twin flames. This is what Robert E. Gettr writes. This means that there are 12 flame mates or souls in all, of which I am one. Therefore, I have 11 flame mates, 1 in my petal, whom I refer to as my twin flame, and 2 each in the other 5 petals. All of my flame mates are or were incarnated in this life. Again, this is Robert's words. When I was born, 5 of us were in one family. My father, who was killed in a cave-in when I was 2, was my twin flame. So your twin flame isn't always your lover. That's the important thing to remember. Your twin flame isn't always your lover, and that's where the New Age have got its beliefs, have got it slightly wrong. There, it isn't. Quite often it is, but it isn't always your lover. He was the male half of my petal, while I am the female soul. My mother, my older sister, and my maternal grandmother were also in my flame. Faye, my older sister, died just short of her 14th birthday. She had 2 short incarnations after that and is now incarnated as my granddaughter. Very often people reincarnate within families as well. My grandmother left the physical body many years ago. She has since incarnated in another female form and lives in California. 3 of my flame mates have made their transition and will not incarnate again. So each soul in the petal can incarnate in either a female or male body of flesh and bone, whether or not the soul is a male soul or a female soul. I am the female half of my flame, and a lovely woman, my father reincarnated, is the male half. Of course, it is obvious from working with past lives that my twin flame and I have both been incarnated many times as males and many times as females. Seldom do I find that a person has lived every incarnation solely as a male or solely as a female. Yeah. In addition to male and female souls, I have found androgynous souls. Androgynous souls are both male and female because they did not split when they were created. In some instances, they are part of a petal or flame, and in other instances, they are not. They are a petal all by themselves. Occasionally, they are complete loners and do not even belong to an oversoul. I was curious about why the maximum number of petals in a flame is 9, so I asked my high self some questions. The number 9 is the number of spiritual completion, for it is the Trinity squared. A number that is squared is considered to be completed. Man's number is 12, and when man is squared, he is completed spiritually. For 144, 12 squared, totals up to 9. Man has 12 spiritual faculties that are represented by the 12 special students that Jesus called apostles. Many people believe that they have to meet and marry their twin flame in order to be fulfilled, complete, and happy. Here are some questions I asked my high self regarding this belief. This will be interesting. Excuse me for not using the pendulum for a moment. So the question he asked was, is it guaranteed that if you meet your twin flame, the energy between you will be loving, positive, and harmonious, as so many people believe? Well, I know that not everybody believes that. And it was a negative. Can there be conflict, pain, and unhappiness? And that was a positive. Yes. So coming together with a twin flame does not guarantee love and order in a person's life. Negative. No, it doesn't. Does a twin flame ever come into our lives to test us? No, it doesn't. Negative. Does a twin flame ever come into our lives to assist us in meeting and overcoming a challenge in the process of soul growth? Positive. Yes. Yes, it does. Then a twin flame may be the means through which we are set up to face a challenge in the process of soul growth? Yes. Positive. And this can be both painful and difficult? Yes. Positive. So let's just continue with the clearing for a moment, and then I'll go on to oversouls and soulmates. Where are we going first? And we're going straight over to chart 13, which is programs before creation. We're clearing subconscious stuff, which is a bit of a catch-all area, and creative programming relating to this. So let's just clear those whilst I read the oversouls and soulmates. So groups of flames join together to form an oversoul. This is the extended soul family, and their joining as an oversoul has a common purpose: to fulfill some soul function in the process of growing and unfolding spiritually. Soulmates are all of the souls that belong to an oversoul and work together, just as all of the cells in a fingernail belong to the fingernail and work together to form the nail and fulfill its function. The same with all the other organs in the body, of course. In other words, everyone in an oversoul is a soulmate to every other soul in that oversoul. There can be a large number of soulmates in an oversoul. My oversoul contains 300 souls, or only a few for some people. The smallest number I have, and that's Robert writing here, the smallest number I have found in an oversoul is 3. And the largest number is infinite. Infinite simply means there are too many soulmates involved to realistically assign a number. Although it seldom occurs, the number of souls in an oversoul can change during the last incarnation, but only under the direction and intervention of spirit. Spirit can, at its discretion and under certain circumstances, remove a person from one oversoul and place them in another. That's interesting. This does not happen very often, and the circumstances requiring the move must be very critical to the welfare of the soul being moved. I've only run into one such case where the soul was part of a dark oversoul. Because she was growing spiritually, the soul was taken out and placed in another oversoul where she would continue her growth without the negative influences of other souls in the dark oversoul. And so the plot thickens. Let's go to the next chart before I read a bit more on twin flames and flame mates. Such an interesting area. Chart 18, which is higher level blocks. This is where the Lords of Karma sit. And we usually come into the end of a cycle when we get directed here. So beings of God consciousness level blocking, we're going to remove those blocks from the council within 2000 levels. That's a level of consciousness. So let's get those cleared from you. So multiple twin flames and flame mates again from the book. To further complicate your search for the right and perfect spiritual mate, you may find that you have up to 8 twin flames and 72 flame mates in your soul family. There you go, that just throws a spanner in the works, doesn't it? Remember, a flame can be made up of as many as 9 divisions or petals. Each petal can have up to 9 divisions of male and female souls. If there are 9 souls in a petal, then there could be 4 female souls and 5 male souls, or 5 female souls and 4 male souls. You would, in this case, have 8 twin flames. Which one will you find happiness with? Question mark. Or which one should you search for and marry? Perhaps you would be better off with a flame mate from one of the other petals, or a person who is not even in your soul family. Yeah, certainly from personal experience. Don't limit yourself by searching for a twin flame. It's much better again to surrender to that higher power, say whoever is right for me at this moment in time to come in, and then you're not limiting any growth, you're not limiting any valuable experience, you're not limiting any love, really. You don't want to be too specific. What you want is, obviously a loving relationship is going to help you grow spiritually and bring that level of support as well, if you choose a mate in this lifetime. But don't limit to only wanting to find your twin soul or twin flame or even soulmate. Just, whoever's the right person for you will come in anyway. You will attract that right person to you when you hold the philosophy that the universe is always serving you. It's always helping the soul to experience and the soul to grow. Anyway, back to the book. Let's clear another chart whilst I'm reading the next chapter. So what are we looking at? 16, 17, 18, looks like 17, fine-tuning, which is soul levels, Lord of Lords levels, not 16. It is on here. Anything on is it on the inside? We have a Messiah complex going on for some of you. We have a desire to suffer for some of you. Anything on the outside? Anything else? So let's clear those away. The desire to suffer. This is at Lord of Lords level. So it's the first expression of the living soul. Here where we have that desire to suffer and the Messiah complex. So let's get those cleared off straight away then. Let's go back to the chapter in the book. Okay, where am I? There can also be looping between adjacent flames or between oversouls. Adding another twin flame, just to, add a complication in the mix, great. Looping gives the two souls, one in each flame and one in each oversoul, one additional twin flame. For example, my grandmother and brother are twin flames, and my grandmother is my flame mate. For a long time, I questioned the accuracy of this information given by my high self. I would ask if my brother was in my flame or my oversoul and would get a no response. Yet my high self insisted again and again that my brother and my grandmother were twin flames. I finally understand what my high self was trying to get across. There may be looping between flames within an oversoul or between flames in adjacent oversouls. If you are looped with another flame, you would have one more twin flame. My brother is part of a flame in an adjacent oversoul, and he is looped with my grandmother in my flame. Looping also answered another twin flame question that came up during a workshop. I had questioned high self about a possible soul relationship between Jesus and Mary, his mother, and was told that they are twin flames. I presented this information to people in the workshop and was immediately challenged by one of the students, I can imagine. She insisted that I was wrong because she said Raphael is Mary's twin flame. I did some questioning about Mary and Jesus and continued to get the same answer. Yes, they are twin flames. When I finally became aware of looping, I found that Jesus and Mary are not in the same flame or even the same oversoul. That's interesting. They are twin flame loops between two adjacent oversouls. Jesus is in a 9-petal flame with 9 divisions per petal. He has 8 twin flames, and his petal, one of whom is Mary Magdalene, has one additional twin flame by being looped with his mother, Mary, who is in an adjacent oversoul. Thus, Jesus has 9 twin flames. And twin flames may also be adopted. Oh, let's just complicate it further, shall we? Every person I work with, I adopt into my flame family as a twin flame. This establishes a mind connection so that I can research and clear their programs. By the time this book goes to press, I will have placed over 10,000 people in my twin flame list. Only one is part of the original flame family. Isn't that interesting? I'm going to show you the diagram as we just cleared that chart there. We talks about Jesus and Mary. There, let's see if I can. I'm sorry, it's back to front. But that gives you an idea. There's a looping petal. I'm reading this back to front. Flame family. Oversoul loop. That's what he's talking about here. Flames. There. It's interesting, isn't it? It's interesting stuff. So let's clear the next chart whilst I'm doing this. Where are we next? 28, 29, looks like 29, which is final blessing. So we're nearly done on this short group clearing. Is it 29? Yeah. What are we looking at? Divine plan. Anything else on the inside? Anything else on the outside? So let's clear the divine plan connected to this area. And there's lots of other stuff. The addictive energy of flames. According to Jesus, this is the first and greatest commandment. I'm just going to read this it's from Mark chapter 12, verses 30 to 31. And you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind and with all your strength. The second is this, you shall love your neighbor as yourself. There is no other commandment greater than these. Okay, so that's taken from the New Testament, Mark. These commandments may pose a very real problem where twin flames or flame mates are concerned, says Robert. An individual may be married to one person but have a very strong attraction to another person. Working with SRT, you usually find that the third person is a twin flame, flame mate, or soulmate, and that there is addictive energy between them. The energy of attraction is so strong that it is an addiction. When a person is addicted to something, the draw is so strong that everything else is sacrificed to fill that addiction. When souls are addicted to each other, they will give up everything else, including God. Thus, addictive love for a twin flame has even supplanted love of God, relegating God to second place. And then he gives an example there. So there's quite a lot. Yeah, there's quite a lot of that. There are Siamese flames, or there used to be Siamese flames, Siamese souls, but I think that's stopped now, is the latest information from that. I think if you look on my chart, I think we crossed that out somewhere. Yes, Siamese souls on the master chart here was crossed out, and they put flames, so Siamese flames. Yeah, it was originally Siamese souls, but another variation of the soul family is back-to-back or Siamese flame families. Imagine a flower with two sides. The side facing you is one flower, and the other side looking away from you is the other flower. So the souls in the back flame are in your oversoul, and there is a soul connection, which Spirit says are soulmates. However, they are not flame mates or twin flames. They are more like Siamese twins. So you see, soul families can seem a little complicated until you understand all the ramifications and variations. And this understanding only comes about through practice, yeah. And then they have soul essence as well. So it's an incredibly complex area. So it's not as straightforward as we're led to believe it is, because we have soul essence, we have oversouls, we have soulmates, we have flame mates, we have Siamese flames, as well as twin souls, and not just one twin souls, yeah, and twin flames, but not just one twin flame. We have up to 9 twin flames. So there's a lot going on in that area. So that gives you an idea. So let's see, where are we up to now? Is there anything else to clear before we go to mop up? Is there anything else to clear to go to mop up? No, can we go to mop up? Yes. So let's go to mop up now for everybody, and we're just doing a very quick clearing there in mop up, which is where the bulk of the clearing takes place by your teams on the other side of life. They have 200 plus charts or so that they work with, and normally I would read through a whole list of instructions for them and give them an affirmation to work with when doing individual clearings. SRT clearing packages are available via my website, carolinecousins.com. And oops, what just happened then? Something just fell off somewhere. And if you want to work one-to-one with me, I also work on Zoom as well, not with the SRT. I work on a one-to-one Zoom basis, working very intuitively. And it's called inner transformation coaching, but it's really a mixture of mentoring, coaching, healing, therapy, teaching, guiding, all in one. It's very unique, really. So we're looking right at your patterning, your subconscious side of things. I'm also reading your energy at the same time. We're shifting stuff, and that's taken after a full background, and we really shift the energies along for you, and bring things into your consciousness as well. So okay, so the team's happy with that, the soul's happy. Will it hold? Yeah. Is there anything else to be done at this time for everybody? No. And where's it sitting now? Please seal the Akashic records. 100 positive, 0 negative. Okay. And we're at Radiant Love, new paradigm level there now. So as you can see, that was quite an interesting area, the area of twin flames and soulmates and flame mates, and something to learn for all of us in that respect. So I'm going to crack on and do your next clearing now, record that for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm not looking at the camera. There you go. I'm looking at the camera now. And thank you so much for tuning in, and for your support, and for all your suggestions, and lots of love to all of you. Bye. See you soon.